All right, Class A, let's quickly make sure that your binder is set up and ready to go so that you can be successful all trimester through. So what you need is at least a 2-inch binder. That's in the thickness because we're going to fill it up with all kinds of information. It needs to be in excellent condition, including but not limited to the cover and the rings. We don't want anything falling off. We don't want you to have to replace it halfway through the trimester. And if the rings are bent or out of shape, then it's no longer easy for you to use and you're wrestling with it every time that you're trying to turn a page, and that's not the point. So you need a good binder for this class. You need that 3-ring pouch to keep your note cards in, like a zipper pouch that will go on your rings. And you're going to need 6 dividers that are plastic or are in perfect condition. You can try the paper ones, but when they rip out halfway through the trimester, you'll have to replace them. So you might as well get the good plastic ones that won't tear off. On the divider, I can easily read the titles. So if your titles were off on the dividers, the labels for the tabs, then you're going to have to rewrite them, and if they're new, you're going to have to write them down, and they have to be easy to read. If you had me for Spanish 2A, this should already be done, and if you didn't have me for Spanish 2A, don't worry about this, but you needed to have placed Post-its on the topics pages of your 2A notes, and they should be labeled. So Unit 1A, Unit 1B, Unit 2A, 2B, but most of you have already done that, and those labels must be visible when the notes are closed. All right, what else do we need for our binder setup? Do the following to prepare your binder. Along the top, clearly write your name, first and last, and class period. For some of you, actually for none of you, it's period 5-2B, but that's just an example. If you are in my period 1 class, period 1-2B. If you're in my period 6 class, period 6-2B. On the front cover and the spine. You want them to be easily read when they sit in my boxes so that you can easily find your binder if you ever have to get them out of the box. This can either be done in permanent marker, you can ask me for one directly on the binder, or with pen or Sharpie on paper that slides into the cover, or you can ask me for masking tape and then you can write on that. Clip in your 3-ring pouch and behind it your 6 dividers. I don't know why I have a quotation mark there. Let's get rid of it. Label the tab of your dividers in pen or Sharpie in the following order and include the following items behind them in order. The very first tab will be labeled as grade sheets, and behind that your 2B binder check grade sheet will always go here first, and then whenever you get grade sheets you're going to verify, sign, and date them, and they'll just go in there in order by date. Right now you'll only have your 2B binder check grade sheet. Second tab will be labeled as helpful resources, and in it we'll always keep your yellow verb sheet, and make sure it's with verb quiz acceptable answers. That means that you have my exact definition so that you can get full credit when I check it. Blue sheet will always go here second, and then the pink reflexive verb sheets will go after that, and then your pronunciation guide notes. Don't forget, you will be having, instead of pronunciation guide notes level 2, they will go through level 2.5. Your 2A vocab CVG pages only if you had me for 2A. If you had me for 2A, we took out your vocab workbook pages that have the vocab lists for easy reference. If you didn't have me for 2A, you won't have those. Your third divider will be labeled as apuntes, and this is where we'll always keep your notes, including Profe's everyday procedures. If you had me for 2A, those are handwritten, and if you just joined me for 2B, I'll be giving you a copy. And then if you had me for 2A, all of your grammar notes with the Post-its that label if they're from Unit 1A, Unit 1B, so on and so forth. If you did not have me for 2A, your notes will start with Unit 4A that we just took our topics notes for. And then this is where you'll keep your blank paper or your Spanish only notebook. Fourth tab should be labeled as CVG pages. That's where we will keep your workbook pages. And fifth tab will be labeled as tarea for homework. And your 6th tab will be labeled as VQ and TP. This is where your verb quizzes and translation presentation assignments will go. As always, if you have any questions, please come see me during first resource or after school, and I will answer them for you. Good job setting up your binder.